Los Angeles Riots, 1992. The Los Angeles Riots of 1992, also known as the Rodney King Riots, were a series of widespread civil disturbances that erupted in Los Angeles, California. The riots were triggered by the acquittal of 4 Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, officers involved in the brutal beating of Rodney King, an African-American man, despite the incident being captured on video. On March 3, 1991, Rodney King was brutally beaten by LAPD officers following a high-speed car chase. A bystander recorded the incident on video, which showed excessive and seemingly unjustified use of force. The trial of the 4 officers, Stacy Kuhn, Lawrence Powell, Timothy Wind, and Theodore Briceño, began in 1992. On April 29, 1992, the officers were acquitted of all charges, including assault with a deadly weapon. The acquittal sparked outrage and frustration, particularly within the African American community. Many viewed it as an example of systemic police brutality and racial injustice. In response to the verdict, widespread protests, demonstrations, and acts of civil unrest erupted in Los Angeles. The situation escalated into violence, looting, arson, and clashes with law enforcement. The riots spread to various neighborhoods in Los Angeles and continued for 6 days, from April 29 to May 4, 1992. The unrest resulted in significant damage to businesses, homes, and public infrastructure. To restore order, California Governor Pete Wilson mobilized the National Guard, and a dusk-to-dawn curfew was imposed. The presence of the National Guard helped quell the violence. The riots resulted in numerous casualties, including both deaths and injuries. Additionally, thousands of buildings were damaged or destroyed by arson and looting. The riots highlighted deep-seated issues related to racial tensions, economic disparities, and police-community relations. The aftermath prompted discussions about the need for reforms and changes within the LAPD. In the aftermath of the riots, the U.S. Department of Justice initiated a federal investigation into the Rodney King incident. In a separate trial, 2 officers were later found guilty of violating Rodney King's civil rights.